Let's rewind to a cold winter evening in 1995 Seattle. A man named Jeff Bezos was hunched over his desk, plotting the birth of something audacious. A small online bookstore. It was a radical idea for a time when the internet was a mysterious, uncharted realm for most. Bezos called it Amazon, a nod to the vast South American river, a symbol of ambition, scale, and potential. Fast forward almost 3 decades, what started as an online bookstore transformed into a colossal empire, shaping the lives of billions worldwide. But how did Amazon become synonymous with online innovation? The answer lies in Bezos's relentless focus on customer obsession. Among the now famous lessons from Amazon's meteoric rise was its single guiding principle: start with the customer and work backward. Each innovation, whether it was the introduction of one-click purchasing, lightning-fast Prime deliveries, or groundbreaking cloud computing with AWS, was born out of anticipating a basic customer need. Amazon's story teaches us one thing: if you want to dominate an industry, your customers must always come first. But what happens when you stay so obsessively focused that you risk alienating your competitors? Enter story number 2. Coca-Cola and their pursuit of market domination. In 1886, Atlanta, Georgia, John S. Pemberton concocted a caramel-colored beverage during Prohibition and sold it as a patented medicine. The drink captured the hearts and taste buds of a generation. By the mid-20th century, Coca-Cola wasn't just a soda. It was an American icon, a cultural emblem of optimism. Coca-Cola's strategy to stay ahead was clear: branding. They didn't sell a drink. They sold a feeling, a moment of refreshment tied to happiness. Their advertising campaigns, like Share a Coke, tapped directly into human emotion, creating a product so personal that people felt the brand spoke directly to them. But success wasn't without missteps. One of their boldest stumbles was the infamous launch of New Coke in 1985. Trying to reformulate one of the world's most beloved sodas triggered a cultural backlash, almost driving staunch fans into the arms of competitors. Coca-Cola's retreat to its original formula wasn't just damage control, it was a lesson in authenticity. The takeaway? When you've built a brand identity as strong as Coke's, tampering with what works can often backfire. And while our first 2 case studies show how ambition and branding lead to success, let's talk about a company that won by thinking small. One tiny smartphone glass at a time. Corning Incorporated, an industrial glass company with roots dating back to the 1850s, was not on anyone's radar for flashy innovation. That is, until they created Gorilla Glass, the virtually indestructible material that's now used in 6 billion-plus devices around the world. This was a company that could have easily succumbed to stagnation amid larger competitors. Instead, Corning doubled down on scarcely explored areas of glass science, dominating a niche market nobody saw coming. Their transparency, both literal and metaphorical, created relationships with tech titans like Apple and Samsung. The result? Corning is now synonymous with cutting-edge innovation in an industry previously dismissed as unglamorous. Lesson learned: if you can dig deep into niche expertise, you can emerge as an indispensable partner in revolutionary markets. Finally, we can't ignore the story of Netflix, arguably one of the boldest pivots in corporate history. Launched in 1997 as a DVD rental-by-mail service, Netflix was a humble disruptor challenging retail behemoths like Blockbuster Video. Yet, it was their willingness to bet on the future that catapulted them into a $200 billion juggernaut. In the early 2000s, streaming seemed like a gamble. After all, broadband internet was in its infancy. But Reed Hastings, the co-founder of Netflix, foresaw the inevitable: a point where physical media would give way to instant access. By 2007, Netflix launched its streaming service, while Blockbuster stubbornly doubled down on its brick-and-mortar empire. The rest, as they say, is history. Netflix's story is a testament to adaptability and foresight. Their relentless evolution, from streaming to original content juggernaut, with shows like Stranger Things and The Crown, proves one fundamental truth. Being comfortable with risk is the only constant for staying ahead. These companies all differ vastly. A tech giant, a soda empire, a niche innovator, and a streaming pioneer. But the threads connecting them are unmistakable. Customer centricity, emotional branding, niche mastery, and adaptability. From Amazon's unwavering customer-first policies to Netflix's refusal to settle for past successes, one thing's clear: you don't just build businesses, you craft legacies. And in those legacies lie the tools for every entrepreneur, innovator, and dreamer to rewrite their own destinies. So the next time you sip a Coke, hold your smartphone, or binge-watch your favorite Netflix series, take a moment to consider the decades of strategy, risk, and learning that brought those experiences to life. Success, after all, is never accidental. It's engineered.